not everybody knows this, and we as consultants take this for granted, okay? They don't realize that with these stainless, like we know the benefits of a stainless steel scoop. If you don't show them that, and if you don't tell them that they need all three, they don't know that. They think they only need one. They try to base it on what they're using in their own kitchen. And then even when they get it, they might not even have a lot of luck with it, because if they don't really know what they're doing, it seems like a no-brainer, doesn't it? But it's really not for everybody. Okay, so you got to tell them that you slide it against the side of the pan to top off the edge, because they don't know that. They think that they do this and that's right. Okay, no.
Right.
Okay, so you need to tell them you need to top off the end, and then you've got a full scoop and you're popping it into your pan. And these cookies, you can do so much with just scoop cookies, and even though it seems like a very simple thing, you can see this is an easy thing that anyone can do. A child can do this, okay? And then you take your press and you pop it in, okay? Now, what I can do with these is I can take a piece of chocolate. This is the easy way out.
Can I ask you a question? You didn't put any, like, spray anything in there, and
Well,
you didn't.
only because I'm in front of you guys. I would have sprayed this down. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because actually at a show, done that, burned them because the oven was too hot, and I didn't spray it.
Okay.
So they were completely useless. It was like, do what I say, not what I just did.
Right.
Okay?
So you do spray
yes,
with
you
some
definitely.
And how about this thing? Do you?
I never spray that.
No, okay.
No. It says to tap. You can use a little bit of flour if you want to, but you can see when you're using it with sugar cookie dough,
And
it's
it
so
has enough
greasy from all the
greasy in it,
butter.
yeah.
It does nothing really sticks to it. So I do tell people they can just do that. Okay. If you're making peanut butter and jelly cookies, you put your peanut butter dough in, press it down, let it bake. Then squirt your jelly in, okay, when it's hot, so that it heats up. But if you put it in there
I never
while
thought about peanut butter and jelly cookies.
Yeah, really. Oh my God.
Yum, 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 yum.
Lisa, you are so smart. Guys, is she awesome?
I'm learning so much tonight.
I know. Isn't
I'm
this
watching
crazy?
you right now. I'm thinking, Amy Rotolo,
I'm only writing all your. This is your script.
Okay.
It's gonna be big.
And it's going to be on Facebook.
There you go.
Okay, so you do go ahead and tamp these down so that you can do your peanut butter and jelly cookies, but you don't want to put the jelly in ahead of time, because if you do, what happens is it bubbles up and then it seeps down inside and it's empty when it comes out.
Right.
And it ends up making your cookie like mushy, and it's just not
Right.
a real fun cookie to try to put on a tray to make it look nice, okay? And you can make these really special if you want to do the chocolate dough, and I'm actually going to do some. I didn't even think about that ahead of time. I'm kind of running through this, but I don't want to take up all of our time, because I know we have other things that Amy has planned too. But if you want to do some chocolate dough, just looking at this chocolate dough, I just want to put the whole bag in my mouth, because it's really chocolatey. When I mixed this up, I did put it in the bag. Have you ever told people, oh, just mix the dough in the bag? Unless you're doing hand therapy, pardon my language, but it sucks. It's not fun, because you mix and you mix and you mix. And they always tell you to not, I'm not sure whose phone that is.
It's over there. I don't know whose it is.
Okay, I know it's not mine then. They tell you not to overmix cookie dough too, and you really have to work hard to get it to mix up properly in a Ziploc bag. So as I was doing that at home, I was thinking, oh, I'm not using any extra dishes, but I'm never doing that again, okay? Put it in a cereal bowl if you have to, and use a spoon or whatever, but it's just not fun to do, okay? I'm gonna do scant scoops with the medium so that I can just not mess up my dough, okay? But if you want to do chocolate ones, chocolate and then some raspberry jelly on top of that, oh, that is fantastic. And then after it comes out, see, this is what I do. I spend time showing them how they can quickly and easily do the cookies in the baking sheet. And if I can get there quick enough, or if I can bake some of them at home, then I spend time doing decorating techniques. But you fill these up with the chocolate, and then you're doing raspberry filling on top of that, and then take some of your white chocolate and drizzle that on top, and it just looks fabulous. Okay? Because if you're going to make them, if you're going to take the time to do it, make it look really pretty, because it's so simple if you know the techniques. It's just something that you can do quickly and easily. Trying to think if there was anything else that I really wanted to show you guys. I think that's about it. I'm like,
Do you do any cutouts at all?
I'm sorry?
Do any cutout cookies?
I don't usually do cutout cookies at my shows because
They're easy.
that's like so yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was just thinking that was something.
You know what, to be perfectly honest with you, cutout cookies are really fun, they're really nice, but I would rather do cookie press cookies.
Yeah.
Because I work 3 jobs, I don't have time for cutout cookies. This, I load it, I shoot it, I'm done. I don't have to think about it. And when you tell people stuff like that, they really can appreciate that, because people's time is very minimum. We all have such little amounts of time that we can do fun things, whether it's just for yourself, or you're doing it with a child, or you're doing it with a friend. It's not something that we have loads of. So if we can save time, that's awesome. So, okay, real quick, I just want to show you, if you've never done this before, which I think most of you probably have, I am going to bake cookies while we're doing the rest of the meeting. You want to put your oven on? 350 or 375?
375.
Thank you. And the dark looks like it's already hardened
Hard as a
up
rock.
a little bit. Not as a rock, but
Is that bark that you have?
no, actually it just has a little bit of a coating on top.
Is that
I'm sorry?
Are those this?
That's what these are, yep. I just put one, this is one square each. Can you two load a bag?
Please, how long in the microwave?
Here, I'll hold the
And
bag.
you know what, I'm gonna hold this until later.
Alright.
And we'll just do the one. What are you gonna do with it? No. I'll let them do that.
Another great tip
Go ahead.
is to use your measure-all cup, and you tell them, you know what, it's like a Playtex nurser. You take the, remember the old Playtex nurser? And you take your Ziploc bags and you put it over the measure-all
And
cup
it fits
so that
perfectly.
you can pour the chocolate.
I just wanna see if it works. I have no idea.
Well, and I'm thinking it's just gonna go underneath the blaze and
That's what I'm
stop the
thinking.
blaze.
I
Do you want me to
think it's gonna work.
You think it's what?
I think it's gonna work.
You think it's gonna work?
I think you might have.
Okay, well,
Okay, can I tell you how much easier that is in the food chopper? And I wouldn't even attempt it with my food chopper. If you had, and that's one of the things I tell people is the difference between the two is that this, the blades go like this, the blades go like this, which also aerates everything and throws it up in the air so that it can actually chop things. So things that cannot be chopped this way can be chopped this way. So you really do need to have both. Okay? I am so freaking excited about that.
Yeah, I didn't know
Look at
that.
how awesome that is.
that's crazy.
It's like the best, and smell it. Smell how good that smells. Like I can smell it from here.
Guys, guess what you can do? Those mint truffles,
oh my
you could even
God.
roll
them
the
in
mint
there.
truffles in that.
That's what I did instead. You know, Trader Joe's has the peppermint Oreos.